Hi, I am Miss Valdez, and as your child's teacher, I want you to be well informed about the IEP process and what goes into it. Your involvement, as well as your child's involvement, is so important in creating the right plan for success, and I want your child to be as successful as they can be. So let's talk about the steps. The first step is the referral. Usually, your teacher or another school professional may suspect that your child may have a learning disability or just need extra services. Your child is then referred to the school district for an evaluation, and you will be asked to give parental consent. As a parent, if you suspect that your child may need additional help, you also have the right to request an evaluation. So the next step is the evaluation. The members of the evaluation team differ according to your child's special needs. The team leader is often a school psychologist or a special education teacher. If you disagree with an evaluation, you have the right to request an independent education evaluation. So that just means that it's a qualified examiner who is not employed by the school, and you have the right to ask the school to pay for it. So the next step is the eligibility. Once all of the evaluations have taken place, the team members write their reports and determine together whether your child qualifies for services. Now, in order to be eligible for the special education services, your child must be determined a child with a disability. So that just means either autism, hearing impairment, dyslexia, ADHD. There's a whole list. And if your child isn't found eligible for services and you disagree with that, it's your right to challenge that decision. So after that process and you're eligible, whatever, the next step is the meeting. So the IEP meeting is scheduled by the school district, and it's the coordinator's job to contact you well in advance and accommodate to your schedule. On the call, the coordinator is required to list the meeting's attendees and invite you to bring anyone you feel would be an advocate for your child, such as teacher or therapist. At the meeting, your child's IEP will be written, including the specific services they will receive, how many times per week, and for how many minutes they will receive the services for. And also if they will be in a one-on-one setting or with a group. The meeting is also super important because the main focus is your child, and we want to come up with a plan of how we can make your child's educational development right for them, because we want to see them succeed as well. And we want them to learn to the best of their ability. So for services, the next step is services, progress reports, and review. Once the IEP is written, your child's school is responsible for making sure it's followed. Your child's teacher, which is me, service providers, and you will be given copies of the IEP. You will usually meet together at the beginning of the academic year with the school's IEP coordinator and discuss how the program will be carried out. As often as your child's report cards are sent out, you should receive official IEP progress reports. Usually you'll be given less formal updates on a more frequent basis, and then at least once a year, the IEP will be reviewed. At the meeting, you can request changes or make suggestions, bring up any concerns that you have about your child, and we will take that into account when talking about modifications in the classroom or how we're going to proceed with the IEP. You can also ask for additional evaluations or hearing or mediation. So the final step is the reevaluation. According to the U.S. Department of Education, kids with IEPs have to be reevaluated every 3 years to determine whether they are still eligible for services. Reevaluations can be done sooner or more often if you or your child's teacher requests it. My main goal, being your child's teacher, is that they get all the help they need and that they learn at their speed. I want your child to succeed and to learn as much as they can and take in as much as they can. I don't want them to feel different. I want them to feel safe in my classroom, and I want them to feel welcome. Everybody is different. Everybody learns at a different pace, and that's okay. I promise, as your child's teacher, that I will do the best I can to make them feel welcome and safe.